Yeah. Jonathan, it's lovely to have you here. Welcome. Please sit down and shut up. I'll just readjust that for you. Is that okay for you? Can you just... This is your panic button.
Okay.
If you just test it for me. Perfect. It's disconnected. Are you ready? Jonathan Barry Norman Ross. You were born on the 17th of November, 1960, having already had 2 boys. Your mother was hoping for a talented one this time, but it was not to be. Indeed, you've said that one of your earliest memories is sitting on the front step with a dummy, or Paul, as we know him. Your father was a hospital boilerman, and you inherited his talent for supplying endless hot air for the heavily medicated. Indeed, you were to follow in your father's footsteps, gaining a reputation for servicing old boilers. Until age 26, when you met the lovely Jane. But back to your childhood, not that you ever left it. A typical large Cockney family, everybody had to do their bit. Your job was to put out the rubbish. Sadly, you haven't stopped. In a desperate and understandable bid to cash in on their child freak, your parents put you into TV commercials. There was one for Rice Krispies, which led to one for Persil, which in turn led to nothing at all for the next 16 years. Or the golden years, as we now think of them. It was at an audition for PG Tips that you met your future collaborator, Danny Baker. You did well at school, despite never managing to master the 3 R's, or any R's for that matter. Following a brief and unsatisfactory job as a Channel 4 researcher, you had a brief and unsatisfactory job as a Channel 4 presenter. It was around this time that you met your future wife, Jane Goldman. She was just 16 and at Stringfellows nightclub, being chatted up by a lecherous older man in a lurid velvet suit with ridiculous hair. You. 2 years later, in Las Vegas, you achieved your dream and took her up the aisle. With a beautiful young bride and a successful TV career, it took a man of your ability to completely cock it up. Your new show, Tonight with Jonathan Ross, went out 3 times a week, as did the entire viewing public. By 1993, things went pear-shaped, and so did you, ballooning to a grotesque 15 stone. There followed a string of huge flops. Your arse, both your chins, and, of course, Saturday Zoo. It was a dark period for you, Jonathan, and your friends say that you only survived it because you always knew that however bad things got, waiting at home for you was your much-loved and cherished collection of hardcore porn. It's a mark of a man that you pulled yourself through this period. Well done. Then, in 1998, Chris Evans asked you to host TFI Friday. You turned it down, quoted as saying, "I couldn't sit there talking to an 18-year-old pop star and act interested," an explanation that Chris is perhaps only now beginning to understand. And then came Film 99, a job offer that would indulge your one abiding passion in life, huge wads of money. You are, without doubt, Britain's most influential critic. A good review from Jonathan Ross can kill a film dead. And so, too, today. You live in your secluded Hampstead mansion with stunning wife Jane, your 3 gorgeous children, and a small live-in staff of Hello photographers. And let's not forget the cats, the dogs, the ferrets, iguanas and snakes. Yes, you've had suits made out of all of them. The Jonathan Ross we see now is a far cry from the brash, loud, tasteless, vulgar, crude, cretinous, anally fixated, deeply offensive, self-satisfied, attention-seeking, bloated git of yesterday. A slightly quieter, intelligent and more self-assured man is emerging. His name is Jamie Theakston. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Ross. Well done, Jonathan. You managed to remain quiet for 3 minutes, which is the longest in your life, including sleep. You now have 30 seconds to talk about whatever subject you'd like to from now.
Well, as you know, I came on here just because I'm a fan of yours, Jack, and I knew you'd be nice to me. But I can't lie if I didn't say that didn't take the shine off the day a bit. And I thought it'd be harmless, fold it on, I'd walk away. But I feel that you've held up a mirror to me. A mirror that showed me a truth I dare not imagine. And frankly, I think the best thing I could do is, failing having a loaded revolver, is to take this belt and fasten it to a sturdy noose and say goodbye to you all. I feel sorry that my children will be raised without a father, and most of all, I feel sorry for your wife. But tell her she'll find another man who can satisfy those needs, I'm sure. Thank you for opening my eyes.
Someone had to say it.